Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is Charan. In this video I will show you how to connect and display records on a grid view from a remote server GoDaddy phpmyadmin database, which is my SQL server. The platform I am using ASP.NET C#. Right now if you notice I am on localhost. After designing and coding part of Connect MySQL server page, I will upload this file in my real domain hostandservers.com. Suppose if I copy the path, paste here, see here the saying file is missing. Oops, could not find the page, which means the connect mysql server.aspx page has not been uploaded on my remote server. Let's go to the designing part. We will design and coding, and we will test the output on this my real domain. Before designing and coding part, I would like to show the table and the value on my GoDaddy PHP database. Let's log into my GoDaddy account. After logging into my GoDaddy account, in the database section, here's a MySQL database. Click web admin. After logging to my phpmyadmin from GoDaddy, this is MySQL DB user database. When I expand this, you can find here some tables. The employee table contains 2 records which I want to display in a grid view. To connect a database, we need a perfect connection string. For that, in the web.config file, we have to configure the connection string attribute. Let's go to the web.config file in ASP.NET. Now go to the Solution Explorer, web.config file. In the web.config file is a connection string. The code is add name connection string and provider name. In the add name, give any name like ABC connection string, ABC connection. In the provider name, we are using MySQL database. So MySQL data dot MySQL client. Now the trickiest part is the connection string to connect the remote server. Data source is equals to port is equals to integrated security to initial catalog user ID and the password. In the data source, usually we give localhost, but when we are connecting to remote server, we need to give the IP address. So where we can find the IP address? Go to phpmyadmin, the database server, the server IP address. Copy this, paste here. Now the port number, and the port number is 3306. Copy it, paste here. Integrated security, which is false. Initial catalog, which is the database. MySQL DB, copy it, paste here. And the user ID is, and the user ID password is your database user ID and password of my phpmyadmin. Here I am giving the dummy username and the dummy password. And uploading my remote server, I will change into my real credentials, username and password. Now we just finished the connection string. Now the next step is designing part. Now in the coding part, I'm adding the grid view control, toolbox, grid view, and I'm giving the grid view name is gridview. In the view code, in order to connect the remote server to MySQL, we need to import the namespaces using system.data, using system.configuration, and the third one is MySQL DLL namespace, MySQL data MySQL client. These three namespaces are important to connect the databases. The page load event, the code is string main connection is equals to configuration manager dot connection strings square brackets dot connection string MySQL connection SQL con is equals to new MySQL connection, which takes a parameter of main connection, MySQL command com is equals to new MySQL command, which takes a select query, MySQL data adapter DA is equals to new MySQL data adapter command dot connection is equals to SQL connection DA dot select command is equals to command. Now data table dt is equals to new data table da dot fill the data adapter with data table gdview dot data source is equals to dt gdview dot data bind Now in the connection strings, we need to add the ABC connections, the ABC connection, copy it, paste here, and in the select statement, select star from the table name. So what's the table name? Just copy the employee table name, the employee table. And one more important thing is the page load is post back. If dot this dot is post back, F6 build succeeded. Now it's time to upload these files on my remote server. Just open the FileZilla FTP client to transfer my files from local site to remote site. I just connected to remote server, http docs blog GoDaddy, blog GoDaddy, connect my SQL server, upload the files, and the web.config file also we have to upload into my remote server. Web.config file. Okay, refresh. Now it's time to check on my real domain, hostandservers.com. Now the path is up to the blog, enter, and here is the output. If you are still getting problems to connect MySQL phpmyadmin database to any remote web hostings like GoDaddy, Bluehost or HostGator, please check my other video in that how to give the full trust connection string of MySQL in web.config file. That's it. If you like this video, please leave your valuable comment, share this video, and please subscribe my channel. Catch you on my upcoming videos.